Hi, folks. Well, I didn't stay on for long. Um, Something interesting this evening. So I have alluded to this in the past, and showed up this afternoon. This is a brand new kit from a brand new company. This kit's not even on the market yet, technically, I guess. Yeah, it showed up this afternoon and I just wanted to share it. So, first of all, thanks to everyone who came out to the Max's Models live stream. That was a good time. I thoroughly enjoyed that. And, yeah, well, let's get into it. So this showed up this afternoon. This is from a brand new company called Beacon Hobby. Not Beacon Models, that's a separate company. This is from Beacon Hobby out of China. One of those many pop-up Chinese companies that we've had come up in the past couple of years. This is our very first kit. It is item number S3001. This is of DDG 125 Jack H. Lucas. 125 is an Arleigh Burke class destroyer. It is the first of the Flight 3 destroyers, which is the newest variant of the Arleigh Burkes. And they're really for air defense, pretty much, and as a surface fleet flagship in a way, besides a carrier. Their big upgrade is the Spy 6 radar you see there on the forward superstructure, that hexagonal shape. I suppose it's a hexagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's octagon shape. The Spy 6 radar there. Vessels launched in 22, I believe. And this box art is actually a painted rendition of a picture of the ship on its high-speed trials, less the helicopter. But I got this from China. I ordered it from a site called Hobby Easy. And I paid a lot for it, and we'll say that. The import tax I paid a lot for. And of course, shipping from China is a lot to begin with. But I wanted to get this kit. This recording, which is the evening of November 7, I might be the only person in the US who has this kit. So that's a little interesting to think about. I haven't seen anyone else do anything about this kit. So this was kind of flying under the radar. The Modeling News did a preview of it, of the CAD drawings, about 6 months back, and that's basically it. No one's heard anything since, and ordered this from China and got it this afternoon. One other person I've seen talk about this is Nigel's Modeling Bench, and I'm going to link his video in the description because he's got an hour-long video going through this kit in detail. I'm just going to glance over it real quick. Okay, and when you pull off the top, this is what you get. This, of course, is your painting guide. It is on cardstock. It is 3-sided. So you pull it out here. There are your colors. Calls for Tamiya, Mr. Hobby, and Mr. Hobby Aqueous. And it shows your color callouts and decal callouts. And at the top you have a deck plan And on the reverse, you have a full-size uncropped box art. This is quite interesting. You could probably frame that if you'd really want to. And this is how, I've kind of rummaged through this, but this is kind of how it comes. It's not neat. I know this came all the way from the other side of the world, so there's really kind of no way to make this neat. But everything is separately bagged, so that's not really an issue. But we'll just pull some off here. It comes with a pedestal stand, so that's nice. Big, thick pieces. Check out this sprue, T. Four different slide molds. Here is your rear superstructure with a funnel. These are like normal sprues, kind of. Look at the detail on there. And forgive me for the shakiness, I don't have my tripod. That's got a foam section. I can only assume those are small, delicate parts. There's your SPY 6 radars. This is a sprue in foam, so it's probably, I mean, you can see through it. Those look like small, delicate parts, so probably the reason for that. Your main 01 level, let's see, beginning of the front of the superstructure. Here's your Seahawks. These are really nice. You even got the, I can't hardly see it. But it's got the sonobuoy dispensers on the side of the Seahawk molded, which is nice. Look at that thick runner. Pre-colored red for the screw shafts and the lower hull part, so you could probably get away with not painting this kit. Torpedo launchers. Yes, Modern Story still got torpedoes, which I think is awesome. Looks like a Bushmaster cannon and a rib boat. And here's your big pieces. Your main wind waterline deck and your lower hull, and the waterline is molded in black and it's a separate piece, so no need to tape. And the book, I'm just going to do it in the box here because I've run out of room. You get some photo etch, rotor blades, some railings, anchor chain, and decals. These decals kind of look thick, but I'm sure it'll be fine. And here's the book. So just flip through a couple pages. You can see photo etch. You have options for the hanger. Looks like the hanger has interiors. That's cool. There's your torpedo tubes, and it's got M2s. That's cool. Final assembly. And little bits and pieces fitting out. Very nice. Very intricate kit, very intuitive, apparently. Like I said, this kind of isn't out yet. Probably mid-December is what I'd guess. It's in China now, so about a month and a half before retailers over here get it en masse. I haven't heard any announcements about who's getting it or what. If I were to guess, I'd say it'll probably end up being Stevens International, the importer, so trying to think of who might get this. Sprue Brothers might get this, though I don't know. Mega Hobby might get it, but again, I can't tell you for sure. I ordered this one from a site called Hobby Easy, and with shipping and the import fee, that total was about $45, and this kit was about $55, so about $95, $97 I paid for this to get it here. You know, I mean, when this comes over here, maybe $65, $70 would probably be what you're looking at with, you know, $10 shipping, so $80. I was willing to pay the extra, but many people might not be. And the reason I got this, of course, I'm almost to my modern surface Navy display that I have planned. You know, it starts with the Spruance class destroyer and the Kid class. I still need the Kid class. You move up to the Ticonderogas, which use the same hull, and then the Arleigh Burkes. I've got, you know, Arleigh Burke itself, so you can't get any earlier than that one. And all of these vessels use the same power plant, pretty much, so. And then you go to the Flight 3, which is supposed to replace the Ticonderogas, and there's a direct lineage between all of these vessels, pretty much. The Spruance class destroyers were basically the progenitor of the modern surface Navy. Besides carriers, of course, but I think that goes without saying. So, here is the Trumpeter hull. We can compare. Okay, well, here is a comparison. The Trumpeter hull's on top, the bright red, and they're lined up at the stern. First thing you notice is the screw pylons, I suppose, in the rearmost set are a lot further aft on the Trumpeter one. The keel, bilge keels, further aft, and it's actually quite a bit shorter. So I don't know if they added any length on the Flight 3s. They may have. And of course the sonar blister on the Beacon Hobby kit is fully molded, and on the Trumpeter it's separate. I think it's two pieces, so that might be a pain. But there's a little bit of size difference. I mean, I don't care, you know. But some people might. But yeah, there's that. So I'm going to pack this up, and we'll talk about something. Okay, well, I suppose I could talk about the Constitution. Very gently here. It's so bulky in every direction, so you have to really watch it. Okay, you can see I'm doing rat lines. Start at the bottom. Did these three first, and then you moved up, and then this one's complete. You can see. I gotta point at the camera. Let me zoom in. Oh, good. Yeah, you can really see all the mistakes now. Alright, so you see these down, cut them apart, then they form into one, and they come down and tie off. Same with those other two, will do that. These right here go across and pass through, and they tie off. I believe there. I haven't got it set yet because it's kind of ambiguous, but pretty sure it is there because there's a set there, there's a set there. This didn't have one, no set there, so I'm 98% sure it's there. These kind of did have something similar that you were supposed to tie off into the rat lines, but I messed it up and just cut it off. I mean, no one will know except for anyone who watches this video, so that's what we're doing. Let me see if I've got that hanging to keep tension on it while it dried. But I'm going to do that set, rat lines will be done, and I think we move on to the bowsprit. So I'm pretty excited for that. Do that this evening here. Well, let's look at the news here. Scoot this back. Of course, today is 7th. It is 11 o'clock p.m. Let me just open this up. You're probably all sick of looking at this, but I wanted to talk about it. Of course, Scale Model World's going on this weekend over in the UK, and this got announced early this morning. Actually got leaked on Reddit for that, so whoever did that might be in big trouble. It was a no good. I was on Alex Mann's stream yesterday. In the comments, we were speculating what the release would be. I was hoping for either a P-38 or P-47, being American. P-38 would be cool. P-47, it'd be just as big almost. What would really be interesting would be a TBF Avenger or an SB2C Helldiver in 24 scale. That would be really cool. But we might see an Avenger eventually, or even a Fairy Swordfish would be cool. I guess that's my naval side coming out. Anyway, I wanted to talk about this. This is on order, pre-order now. Not by me, but for Airfix it is. Just a lovely looking model. I really enjoyed. See, this morning I was a little disappointed. You know, I get the Airfix email almost every day. So when I saw it, I was, kind of disappointed because it had been leaked. And I've never actually built a 109. So it's not really my thing, but the more people's videos that I watched about it and saw pictures of the sprues and everything, that's really grown on me. The captured American one is cool. So this airplane, I believe, Yellow 14, yes. So you have 5 schemes in this kit. 3 of them are the same airframe in different parts of its life, much like the Sea King helicopter they did. So this was it in Luftwaffe service, and it got captured by the U.S. Army in Sicily. They used it as a squadron hack, apparently, which is really cool. And then they sent it to the UK, and the British used it for evaluations. Apparently it was ground looped and written off and broken up, so just blocking that out, that looks like Spitfire. And of course you get that square Messerschmitt fuselage. The back half looks like P-51 with a Messerschmitt tail, in my opinion. It's always interesting to see how these airplanes end up looking like each other because of the parallel developments. This is the first different one. This is White 10. This is a G6 as well. And this is the one that I really caught my eye. Yellow 11 here. This is a... It's got the blue Defense of the Reich band. And it's a G5, which means it's pressurized for high altitude, which is cool. Plus you get that kind of a simpler scheme. You know, it's the basic gray, kind of fades into this yellow here, but you don't have this going on, or that action where it fades in. You have it a little bit, but they are smaller squiggles. So that'd be a simpler scheme in a way. But the high altitude one, I think that's awesome. And here's your plan forms, of course. But yeah, 99 pounds on from Airfix right now. Not gonna get it, you know, today or maybe after Christmas. I'd go for it. I think it'd be cool. It has grown on me the more I've looked at it. Just never been, I don't know, I don't have anything against the airplane, I just never built one. That's a lie, I have built one. It was from Starfix, and it was a piece of crap. It was silver, and I just used CA glue and smacked it together in like 10 minutes, and just to kind of get it out of my closet pretty much. And I think I gave it to my brother. He might still have it. I guess that counts. It's the only 109 I've ever built, so I haven't really built one seriously. I have one on the way, and I'm not going to talk about that. That's sort of a surprise. And even then, it's not really a 109. But I just want to talk about it. Might get it after Christmas time, maybe. We'll see what the old income looks like. In Christmas time, it kind of gets wrecked, but, you know, I'd rather be able to use my income to give to someone else. And, you know, I've bought a lot. I've been very blessed to have bought pretty much whatever I wanted this year as far as model kits. So anyway, that's what's going on. I'm gonna have a video tomorrow, and I think you'll be excited, because I am. And then I've got a larger project that it's going to be kind of a cleaner video, kind of a more professionally done video. So that might take some time to get out, but I've got plans for that video tomorrow. So thanks for watching this. Thanks for coming to the live stream again. Would you be interested in this kit? Like I said, maybe mid-December, early next year, before it comes to retailers in the States. If you want one now and you're willing to pay for it, Hobby Easy in Hong Kong has them. I was a little skeptical at first, because, you know, you're a little skeptical ordering from China and stuff, but reviews said they were okay, so I bit the bullet, and I can confirm that I got what I paid for, so that's what matters. So I'm going to stop flapping my gums. I'm going to do these rat lines and start on that bowsprit. I'm stoked. And I will talk to you guys in the morning. So thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow.